Namo Buddhaya. Welcome and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will be answering a question from comments. So one of our viewers have asked from us that he has mentioned, my exams are near, especially final exams. I am totally stressed and I'm tensed. So I feel like not doing anything. Please help me. And the question ended with a sad emoji mark. So I'm extremely passionate about answering these kinds of questions. So in this video, I will be sharing with you some tips and things that you can practice in your daily life to overcome this exam stress and also the stress in any kind of challenges. Okay? So here's the thing. First of all, you have to remember that not only exams makes us fear or stressed. Almost all the challenges that we face in our life, when we face them, we feel stressed and we feel depressed. Okay? We feel the fear. So fear and the stress and this that feeling, that the tense feeling that is inside your mind is a common human reaction. That means you are not alone in this world. Everyone, including myself, and everyone feels this, okay? Everyone feels that. So you're not alone. So the first thing that you have to understand is what is in your control and what is not, okay? So let me ask you a question from you. Is the questions that you face in the exam paper, the questions that you get in the exam paper, is it under your control? No, they are not. Okay? You don't know what you're going to face, but one thing that you know is you will be getting one of the questions from the things that you have been taught. Okay? That is for sure, you will get that. So the questions that we get is totally not under our control. How the examiners make the question is not under your control. So if something is not under your control, is it worth worrying about? If you have no anything to do about that, right? If you cannot do anything to change it, no, you don't want to worry about that, because why we should worry about the things that we cannot control or we cannot change? So that is the thing. The exam questions are not under your control. Understand it, first of all. And the next step, what is in your control? Exactly the process, getting ready for the exam, studying, and the amount of hours that you study, and the techniques that you use to study, okay? And how productive you become is totally under your control. Okay, so you can do something about that. So if you can change something, if you can do something about that, should you worry about that? You don't want to worry about that because it is totally under your control. Okay, that is one thing. And the next thing that you have to do is to try to be in this present moment. Because in the times of exams, we are so focused on maybe like in the future or to the past. Sometimes if we haven't done anything, like if we haven't studied, what happens with us is we constantly regret about the things that you have done in past. Okay? And if you're stressed about the exams, what will be happening in the exam, then you are constantly regretting or thinking about the future. We hardly stay in this present moment. So what we can do is we can train our mind to stay in this present moment, because you only own this moment, not the past, not the future, but the present. Okay, so do some meditations, do some mindful exercises to be present, to stay in this moment and make a good choice to study, to make a change in your life. That is one thing that you can do. And the another thing that you can do is to get used to this thinking of impermanence, thinking about impermanence. Okay? In Buddhism, it gives a huge space to talk about and think about and reflect about the impermanence. Okay, whatever feeling that you feel now, maybe stress, maybe depression, maybe anxiety, maybe happiness, whatever the feeling that you feel, let it be good or bad, it is impermanent. It is going to change. So for sure, your exam stress, right, how you feel about exam is also going to change over the time. So you don't want to worry about that. Okay, that is one thing that you can do to focus your mind on impermanence. And the other thing that you can do is to be the best that you can be. Not to be the best in the class, maybe in the school, or maybe in this university, not to be the best, but to be the best version of yourself. Okay, if you try to be the best version of yourself, you try your best to do it, you give your best to do it, you give your fullest potential to do it. Okay, so there's another problem that comes in here. Okay, our parents have lots of expectations about us. Even that makes us a little bit stressed. So what we can do, this is one thing that I give as an advice for all the students if they have those kinds of problems. You have to maintain a good communication with your parents. Okay, go to your parents and say, Amma or Tata or Mama or Dada, maybe I cannot be the best in the school, maybe I cannot take the fullest marks in the exam, maybe I cannot be the best in the university or somewhere else, but I will try my best in the exam. I will give my fullest potential to study and to be good at exams. Okay, so when you do that, your parents will understand about you. Okay, that is one thing that you can do. And finally, this is one thing that you have to do and you must do during these exam times. Be kind to yourself. Take care of yourself. Sometimes some children, they try harder by not sleeping and spending sleepless nights and not having proper healthy foods and not having proper nutrition while they're studying. That will not help you to be productive. Okay, so you must study as well as you must maintain a good health, because that will help you to maintain a good mental balance. Okay, so be kind to yourself. Okay, if mistakes can happen from anyone, okay, you can make mistakes in your life, okay, but you have to forgive yourself. And also you have to remember that exams are not the life. There are so many things that you can do and you have to do beyond the exams, and this is not the only challenge that you're going to face in your life. Okay, so keep these tips in your mind and practice these things and then face the exam. So I hope you will get some light on this topic. So I wish all the best and all the very best in your exams. Be more productive and live your life happily. Namo Buddhaya.